Comparing oneself to others is crucial, given that each individual possesses unique qualities and experiences. It emphasizes that we're not equal in ability or outcome, and that life is a zero-sum game. It can be hard to stop the voice inside us that makes us feel bad about ourselves and criticize our efforts. However, there is no shortage of tasteless artists, tuneless musicians, poisonous cooks, disordered middle managers, and hack novelists. Life is not equal in ability or outcome, and only a few people produce much of everything. The winners take most, and the bottom is not a good place to be. People are unhappy at the bottom, so they waste their lives and die there. The self-denigrating voice in the minds of people weaves a devastating tale, making life a zero-sum game. An alternative approach requires recognizing that the cards are always stacked against you, and that your internal voice makes you doubt the value of your endeavors or life. If the critical voice within consistently criticizes everyone, regardless of their success or reliability, it is not a profound critic of who you are. Instead, talking yourself into irrelevance is a cheap trick of the rational mind. Better or worse standards are neither illusory nor unnecessary. If you hadn't decided that what are you doing right now is better than the alternatives, you wouldn't be doing it. Value judgments are a precondition for action, and every activity comes with its own internal standards of accomplishment. Differentials in quality are omnipresent, and meaning itself requires the difference between better and worse. Success in life is not just about one game. It is about many good games that match your talents, involve your productivity with others, and allow you to sustain and improve yourself over time. There are many ways of being, and if you don't succeed at one game, you can try another or even invent a new one. It's unlikely that you are playing only one game, as you have a career, friends, family members, personal projects, artistic endeavors, and athletic pursuits. Joining all these games may not always be the best way to win, as it may mean not doing anything new or difficult. Growing might be the most important form of winning, and the victory in the present should always take precedence over the trajectory across time. Comparing yourself to others is inappropriate, as it may overvalue what you don't have and undervalue what you do. Being grateful can help you avoid feeling like a victim and keep you from getting furious. Comparisons are a way for internal critics to get people to give up and not try as hard. When we are young, we are neither individuals nor informed, so we must compare ourselves to others because standards are necessary. As we mature, we become increasingly individual and unique, with our lives becoming more impersonal and less comparable to those of others. This means leaving the house ruled by our father and confronting the chaos of our individual being. We must rediscover, rescue, and integrate our culture's values into our own lives, giving existence its full and necessary meaning. You are not your own master or slave, and you cannot easily dictate your actions. Your interests may vary and you can shape them, but there are limits. You have a rebellious nature, and you must determine your values by seeing yourself as a stranger and getting to know yourself. To feel more than a burden, you must also understand what you truly love and want, as well as how much leisure, enjoyment, and reward you need. You could force yourself through daily grinds or learn to entice yourself into sustainable, productive activity. Determine the nature of your moral obligation to yourself, not just what others require from you. Should is your responsibility, but that doesn't mean you must be obedient and harmless. Dare to be dangerous, truthful, and articulate yourself. Allowing your dark desires for your partner to manifest might reveal that you're not so dark after all. Take a look at your anger, which is one of the three bad emotions: pride, lying, and anger. Resentment can be a sign of immaturity or injustice, and the person who is being ruled over should speak out. It's easy to keep quiet at the time, but it's very bad for you in the long run. When you have something to say, staying quiet is lying, and lies are what dictatorship feeds on. When you have something to say, push back against oppression, despite the danger when you start nursing secret fantasies of revenge or when your life is poisoned with the desire to devour and destroy. Avoiding conflict and focusing on one's unique problems such as financial, intimate, psychological, and other aspects of life is crucial. As an adult, one must decide how much time to spend on these aspects and what to let go of. Taking stock and aiming for the future is a crucial concept. Our minds are built on hunting and gathering platforms, so we can see and imagine new ways to improve the world. This allows us to navigate the world and find solutions to our current insufficiencies. However, this foresight and creativity can lead to chronic unease and discomfort. We should take stock of our lives and discover the hidden flaws in our current situation. This involves discovering the home's flaws, whether they are cosmetic or structural inadequacies. By doing so, we can work towards improving our lives and living a more fulfilling life. The internal critic can play a role in helping us take stock of our psychological house and listen logically to its reports. By doing so, we can start renovating our lives without being demoralized or crushed by the internal critic's lengthy and painful report of our inadequacies. The future is like the past, but it could be better. The present is internally flawed, and happiness may be found in the journey uphill rather than the fleeting satisfaction awaiting at the next peak. To find happiness, one must ask themselves if there is one thing in their life or situation that they could and would fix. Imagine being with someone with whom you must negotiate, especially if you're lazy, touchy, resentful, and hard to get along with. To negotiate, one might use charm and playfulness, asking for help without derision. You might demand more and put down what was already given if you don't trust yourself. Instead, say to yourself, okay, I know we haven't gotten along very well in the past. I'm trying to improve. If you object, I'll try to listen, but I'll try to learn. Listen to your inner voice, which might be the voice of someone once burned and twice shy. Then, take that small piece of yourself by the hand and do the dishes, not forgetting the coffee, movie, or beer. Ask yourself, what could I say to someone else that would set things a bit more right between us tomorrow? What chaos might I eradicate at home, on my desk, and in my kitchen tonight so that the stage could be set for a better play? Aim for one or two of these actions to achieve a better result according to your own private opinion and individual standards. Compare your specific personal tomorrow with your specific personal yesterday and use your judgment to ask yourself what that better tomorrow might be. Aim small, not to burden too much, and set a goal. By the end of the day, I want things in my life to be a tiny bit better than they were this morning. Do what you decide to do, even if it's bad, and give yourself that coffee in triumph. With each day, your baseline of comparison gets a little higher, which is magic. Do that for 3 years and your life will be entirely different. Now, you're aiming for something higher, and what you aim at determines what you see. Pay attention to your surroundings and notice what bothers you or concerns you. Ask yourself 3 questions. What is it that is bothering me? Is that something I could fix? And would I actually be willing to fix it? If you find the answer is no, look elsewhere. Aim lower and concentrate on finding something that bothers you, something you could and would fix. For example, if you have a stack of paper on your desk, ask yourself if there is anything at all that you might be willing to do about it. Start by looking at one part of the pile and see if it shrinks in significance. If you allow yourself to indulge in a glass of wine with dinner or curl up on the sofa and watch a stupid movie as a reward, it may motivate you. Concentrate on the day so that you can live in the present and attend completely and properly to what is right in front of you. You are less concerned with the actions of other people because you have plenty to do yourself. Attend to the day, but aim for the greatest good. Your trajectory is heavenward, making you hopeful. Even a man on a sinking ship can be happy when he clambers aboard a lifeboat, and who knows where he might go in the future. To journey happily may well be better than to arrive successfully. Ask, and you shall receive. When you knock, a door will open, offering you the opportunity to improve your life, whether it's a little, a lot, or completely. With this improvement, you will make progress in being yourself.